Previously, a mysterious encounter with a mutant infected disappears, leaving behind glowing mushrooms, raising questions about their connection. The community faces a tragic situation after a violent assault by mutated, infected on a nearby settlement, resulting in no survivors and highlighting the fragility of safety. As grief settles in, the community grapples with fear and vulnerability, while dreams of surreal landscapes offer a glimmer of hope. Efforts to investigate the situation lead to the annihilation of a skilled team by fungal-infected creatures, underscoring the dangers ahead. The settlement is also facing a food crisis, prompting desperate measures where some consume mushrooms, which leads to severe side effects and vulnerability to threats. A chilling warning broadcasted to survivors calls for an immediate halt to mushroom consumption, emphasizing the hidden dangers in their survival struggle. As a new day begins, hope feels increasingly elusive, overshadowed by the ongoing turmoil and despair. I wake up, my skin soaked with sweat, still haunted by the nightmares that feel like a heavy blanket surrounding me. The visions of destruction, loss, and constant fear linger in my thoughts, refusing to let me go. Outside our safe haven, the world is even worse. People infected by a strange fungus, twisted versions of humanity, continue to march forward, accompanied by terrifying, mutated creatures. These nightmares leave behind nothing but devastation, turning once thriving communities into ashes. The few survivors are either scattered, killed, or even worse, turned into the very monsters they were trying to escape. Suddenly, the radio crackles to life with another grim update. Another settlement has been destroyed. There's no time to waste. My team and I jump into action, feeling the weight of urgency pressing down on us. We jump into our vehicle and speed down the rough road, bouncing with every bump. As we drive deeper into the area, a feeling of anxiety grows stronger, making it harder to breathe as we get closer to the heart of the destruction. Once we arrive, it's easy to see just how severe the damage is. It hits us right away and leaves no room for doubt. The air is thick with smoke, and the pungent stench of burning wood and flesh spreads throughout everything. The village is in shambles, beyond recognition, turned into a lifeless area filled with broken buildings and scattered pieces of rubble. Uncontrolled fires burn brightly, their dancing flames creating long, scary shadows over what's left of the community. Lifeless bodies are spread out on the ground, serving as sobering reminders of the violence that occurred in this place. The scene is heartbreaking, with destruction everywhere you look. Bloodied handprints smudge the crumbling walls, telling stories of the fierce battles fought in a desperate search for survival. Crumbling doors hang loosely on their hinges, showing signs of desperate attempts to hold back a powerful force. Scattered around are personal items, dolls, broken dishes, and photographs half hidden in ash, each one telling a story of lives shattered in an instant. These objects serve as painful reminders of the fear and loss that once filled this place, a sad record of what was taken away so suddenly. There's no time to hesitate or think too much about what happened. Our goal is urgent. We need to find any survivors. Every moment is crucial. We carefully make our way through the debris, our voices breaking the heavy silence as we call out for anyone who might still be alive. The air is thick with anxiety, and each shadow feels like a hiding spot for the dangers that caused this destruction. The thought that they could still be close by hangs over us, a quiet but constant worry. Every step we take feels heavy, as if the weight of what we're facing is pressing down on us. The air grows thicker, making our task seem even more overwhelming. But we can't waver. We must keep going. This is our reality now, an endless nightmare with no break in sight. Hope is fragile, almost like a flickering candle trying to survive against a harsh wind. Yet it's this glimmer of hope, however small, that keeps us moving forward, giving us a sense of purpose amidst the turmoil. Even in the midst of destruction, we find our strength. we push on, driven by the slight but steadfast hope of saving just one life. It is this belief and determination that shape our mission in a world that gives us so few reasons to continue. As time goes by and we see no signs of life among the ruins, feelings of despair start to creep in, threatening to weaken our resolve. Just when we felt like giving up in despair, a loud, piercing cry suddenly broke the silence. It was a strange sound, almost like a mix of a howl and a scream, something neither entirely human nor completely animal. It snapped us back to reality, reminding us that even in the worst of times, life continues to fight on. Driven by a sense of urgency, we pushed through the debris until we found ourselves at a scene that was both heartbreaking and unsettling. In the midst of the destruction, we saw a woman sitting on the muddy ground, holding a young boy close to her. Her face was streaked with tears, reflecting a deep mix of sadness and exhaustion. Nearby, there was an older man lying still on the ground, who we could only guess was her husband. At first, it looked like the boy was just sleeping peacefully, even with all the chaos surrounding him. But the illusion of calm was shattered by the dark streaks of crimson staining his clothes. Blood from the numerous wounds scattered across his small body. The mother held him tightly, her grip filled with a deep sense of urgency, as if just being near him could protect him from the terrible things that had already started to affect their lives. A small group from our team moved carefully as they helped a woman back to the settlement. Their actions showed how much they cared and how urgent the situation was. The rest of us stayed behind, hoping to find other survivors in this empty, desolate land. A heavy silence hung in the air, making it feel like we were trapped inside an invisible bubble, cut off from everything outside. The stillness was stifling. Even the smallest sounds, a leaf rustling or branches creaking, felt much louder, adding to the deep sense of loneliness that surrounded us all. To be continued.